Howdy everyone, this is Becky Tovis and I am the Crafty Chamarita. I come to you live every Friday at Guam time at 12 o'clock. So I'm so happy to be with you. And for those of you who celebrate Easter, I hope you had a wonderful Easter. Thank you very much for indulging me last week Friday. I typically don't go on Good Friday, just, in observance of the holiday. So today I have something special to show you. It is a sneak peek at the April paper pumpkin. I don't think, as far as I remember, I don't think I've ever gotten the kit before the subscription date is due. So if you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, it's due on the 10th of every month. But because I went to on stage and they gave us the April paper pumpkin, I was able to play with it a little bit and to show you what's in the kit and also things that you can do. So you might be asking, well, if it's due on the 10th, why am I showing it to you today? It's because even though it's the 10th here on Guam, in the States, it's only April the 9th. So you actually have one more day to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. So you can get the monthly subscription, which means that you pay for it as you go. And with that subscription, you can start it and stop it at any time. So if there's a kit that's coming up that you're not too happy with, for whatever reason, you can pause your subscription and you can start it up again. If you want to go for the 3-month subscription, you can, and it'll start the month after that you subscribe. So, hopefully you'll be inspired by what I'm showing you today. I love the kit mainly because it's focused on masculine cards. And, let's face it, there aren't that many options for masculine cards up there. So with Father's Day coming up, it's a perfect kit to put together. Also, I just love the alternatives that I can make. And so what I've decided to do is kind of showcase a little bit of some of the new products that will be coming up in the new catalog, which will go live in May, the beginning part of May, as well as showcase a stamp set that I absolutely love. So it's called the Shell Collection, and I used it for my tropical card making class, and everybody just fell in love with it. So if you like it, hopefully you get it before it runs out, because you just never know, right? Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and put on my eyes. And let me switch to my working screen so that you could see what I'm talking about. So all the paper pumpkins come in this red box, and it's shrink wrap, so it protects the box. So these are some of the things that come in the kit. You'll always get a Stampin' Spot. And for the April one, you're going to get the new ink color. This is Peaceful Pine. I love this color. I don't know what it is about it. It's just such an appealing color to me. And then you also get the stamps. Now you might be wondering, how come some of them are blank? It's because I've mounted it on my blocks to get it ready for today. Then you're also going to get some embellishment, and you're going to get depending what the project is. So this one came with the tear and tape, and it also came with dimensionals. As you can tell, I've used it. I wanted to show you something though. So every paper pumpkin kit comes with an instruction sheet. So it tells you exactly what's needed for each one of the projects. And then you also have a picture of what the projects are going to make. And then in the back side, it tells you what the coordinating colors are. Now, starting in April, just so you guys are aware, the paper pumpkins in the past used to come with like this small sheet that will tell you what stamp sets are in there. But with the April paper pumpkin, that's no longer going to happen. It doesn't mean it's going away. It just means it's in a different format. So it's included in the instruction sheet instead of being a separate sheet. So when you're all done, see, it matches up. So when I put it up, I could see exactly what stamps I'm missing. So don't throw away the instruction sheet. When you're done putting together the kit, cut this out, however way you store your paper pumpkin stamps, and save it. Because like I said, starting in April, we'll no longer get this part here as a separate sheet. Okay? All right, let me put this away so that I have room to work, so that you guys can see what we're doing. So let me first show you what are the 3 cards that the kit makes. these are the 3 cards. Aren't they nice? So it has, I should have mentioned what the name of the kit is called. It's called Waterside Retreat. I'm so terrible with names. Lakeside Retreat. And it does coordinate. Sorry, something got caught in my throat. It does coordinate with one of the suites. I can't remember the name. I think it's, I know. Anyway, you look in the description and it's there along with the item number. So as you can see, the cards are very masculine. They use a lot of blues and greens. So this one says, Happy Father's Day. You are an inspiration. You are a lifesaver. Thanks, Dad. And it comes with a life jacket along with 2 oars. And this one uses Midnight Misty Moonlight. And it has a bicycle. Happy birthday, older, wiser, better. I love this sentiment. Older, wiser, better. And so even though if you decide not to use it for a masculine card, this is definitely a sentiment I would save to use for birthday cards in the future, because we use that all the time, right? We're supposed to be older, wiser, and better. We're supposed to be. I don't know if that always happens, but that's always our goal. And then it comes with these embellishments that are meant to look like stones. All right, so that's what comes in the kit. And let me show you what are some of the alternatives that I made with it. So this is the card that I'm going to be showcasing today. And this card, I combined it with the shell collection. So this is the one I was telling you about, is on the last chance list. This is a 2-step stamp, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Absolutely love this stamp. Don't you just love all these seashells? So this is what we're going to be making today. And here are some of the other cards that I made. They're in no particular order. I just took apart the pieces so I can make this. Okay. I'll take a picture of these so that you guys can go back and look at it if you want to. And this one I'm going to use a new die cut from the new catalog. It's going to blow your mind. It's this die cut here. This is actually the same die cut piece. And I'll show you a little trick that I use so that I can use not only the die cut that it's supposed to make, but also the negative, so that you can, maximize your use of the die. Okay, this one also has the bicycle. So I just kind of took the pieces and I put them together in the order that I, whatever order that inspired me. Okay, and this one is a die cut from the new product that I'm going to be showing you. And this one, I didn't finish it, but I decided I don't like seeing things go to waste. So I just took the scrap pieces and I made it, put a background together. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the top yet, but I just wanted to show you, even if the pieces are really skinny like this, don't throw it away, because you can always use it for a card. See how thin that one is? It's a very skinny piece, but I decided, let me put it together, make use of it into a card. Okay. All right, so let me try to organize myself here a little bit. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to do this carefully so I don't mess up the organization that I have. So this is one of the card panels, and one of the things that I like to do whenever it's a paper pumpkin kit is, especially if the card base has a design on the front and the back, I like to use both sides, So to me, it's such a waste to have a backing for a card, have a nice design like that, and it's going to be covered, because when you fold it, it's going to be covered, right? So what I like to do is I cut it in half. So I'm going to cut this into a card front panel. So this is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I've got my trimmer here, and then I've got my score here, for those of you who are not familiar with the Stampin' Up! Score. Okay. All right, and I've got a whole bunch of stamping to do, so I hope that you enjoy this part. Remember how I was telling you that the shell collection, I'll put this here so that you guys can still see it. is a 2-step stamp, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to start at random. Oh no, I lied. I want to start with the big stamp. So I'm going to start with this one. And what I did was I used Sahara sand as the base. So what you're going to do is you're going to use the flat part of the stamp. You can just feel it. So this part has ridges, but this part is flat. Okay? So I'm going to stamp it in the middle. Now, all of the stamps, you could just flip it around. Let me take this out because I just want to make sure. You can flip it around to make the stamp the images, but there are 2 stamps that you can't do that with, and I think this might be one of them. Okay. All right, so let me clean it, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to clean the stamp set, and I'm going to turn it around, and when I turn it around, it should match perfectly with what I stamped here before. And it doesn't. So this is one of those where you can't do that. You have to use, it comes with 2 stamp sets. So let me get the one with, that looks exactly like that. It's this one here. And let me just make sure. Yep, see, this is perfect. So I'm going to stamp that with another color. And I'm just for random sake, I'm going to use the new Peaceful Pine. In case you haven't seen me use it, this is the new magnetic ink pads. I'm going to flip it over. It's so easy to open. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how easy that is. It requires no effort at all. Okay, and hopefully you're just going to line it up as best as you can. You guys have heard me say it's kind of hard to do when you're doing a live because the camera is right up against my head. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So that's done. I'm just going to clean this as I go along so that I don't get ink all over the place. And I'm just going to do it at random with the different seashells. I didn't put these back to make it flat. So bear with me as I do that as I stamp. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. I just kind of, do whatever strikes my fancy. So I'm going to stamp it first with the Sahara sand. Then I'm going to clean it, flip it around. And this time I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. I just think it looks really nice when you add the different colors to the card. If you want, you can use the same colors, and you know what? I've done this for several cards already, and no matter what color I use, it just comes out looking really nice. Okay. All right. So I've got that one done. I'm going to put these back over here so that I don't get mixed up with what I've used and what I didn't. I'm going to try to start with the bigger shells, and then I'll use the smaller shells to fill in. So this one has the seashells that we recognize, we know and love. And because I really like this one, I'm going to put it in several spots. So I'm going to put it up here. And then I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to flip it around. And this time, I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. I love this color. Oops, I got ink on my hand. Sorry, let me wipe that off because I don't want stray ink to get on my project. Isn't that looking really pretty? I just love this stamp set. Okay, and looks like we have all smaller ones. So I may have to go back and pull out one of the bigger ones. In fact, let me do that now. So this stamp set here, the one in the bottom, has 2 because this one you can't flip around. You're going to need both of them. And I know I had a block here that was empty. I'm going to get both stamp sets out. Make sure I stamp it with the flat side. Let's turn this upside down. Put that there, and I'll put another one here. And then I'm going to get the other stamp. Make sure it's the right side. Oops. And I'm just going to use Petunia Pop for this one. See how it's turning out? Turning out pretty well, huh? And the definition on these stamps is incredible. I am just impressed with this stamp set. I should have looked up the price. I think it's like $21 if I'm not mistaken, somewhere along there. But it's definitely a stamp set that you use over and over again, especially if you live in the tropics like me. Okay, I'm going to put one there. Put one there. How many more stamps do I have? I just have 2. Okay, I think I'll stop for now. Okay, that's it. I don't want to go overboard with that. I'm going to flip it around, and this time I'm going to use boho blue. Again, you can use any color that you want for this. Oh, that boho blue is so pretty. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. This is one of those, like when I'm done with the card, it's like, yes, you know, I'm going to definitely have it available during my craft fair. But at the same time, it's like, oh, that's so pretty. I don't know if I want to sell it. I know people always say, if you really like a card, make 2 of them. So that way you can keep one and the other one you can give it away. Okay, and I'm going to use the last stamp here. I know it's a little bit cumbersome to keep turning it around, but you know what, you guys, the end result is so worth it. So I'm just cleaning that up and turning it around, and let's see, what else do I want. I think I'm going to get my pecan pie. So you can tell I just took a bunch of colors here and I had it ready on the side. I wasn't certain which ones I was going to use. Whatever struck my fancy when I'm stamping. There you go. Okay. Now, is that okay, or should I add, you know what? I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add a starfish there. Just because it feels like it needs, I don't know, it needs to be covered, I feel like. And that one I used the boho blue, so I don't have to use the same stamp set. I can change it up if I want. But I'm going to keep it the same. So remember, flat side first with the Sahara sand. Then I'm going to clean it, turn the stamp around, and stamp it with my boho blue. Okay, I think that's done. I think we are done with that part. Sorry, I'm just going to try to be organized while I'm stamping. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight as a backing here. And I'm going to use my twine. You know, I have a spare twine. Let me see if this works. So I want it to kind of crisscross in the middle, so I'm going to leave a little bit of room to do the bow. I'm going to turn it like that, make it go round, and make it go like an X. Oh, it does look like I have, it's good enough. Okay. I'm going to make it go like an X, and so that it retains its space, I mean its position. I'm going to make that go underneath like that. It's going to crisscross like that so that when I tie a knot, it helps everything to stay in place in that X formation. And I'm just going to tie a knot right in the middle. And as I do that, I'm just going to take my finger and hold it down so that when I pull, it stays taut like that. Okay? And if I wanted to, I could tie a bow. But I think for this one, I'm going to change it up a little bit because the first one that I did, I did a bow for it. This one I'm not going to because I'm going to keep that in the middle. Okay, so I'm not going to put this down yet. And then my sentiment is going to say Happy Father's Day. And I'm just going to do it in the Misty Moonlight to be the matching color. Okay. Now this piece doesn't come in the kit. There is a similar blue piece to it. It has prongs in the top, but because I don't have anything to anchor it onto, I opted not to do that. And I'm just, I just cut a piece of Misty Moonlight from my cardstock. Okay, so this is going to go here. Oh, I was supposed to be Happy Father's Day, and I did Happy Birthday instead. It's okay. Because I think the other one that I did, let me pull it out. I think I put Happy Father's Day. So that way it gives me more options, right? This will be perfect for somebody that, especially they love going to the ocean. Now I'm just going to adhere this down with, should I? No, you know what? I just changed my mind. I was going to adhere it down with glue, but instead of using glue, I think I'm going to use dimensionals. It's going to take quite a few dimensionals. I typically don't do this because it does use quite a few dimensionals, but I'm going to live dangerously today. Okay. And you want to make sure that you put some in the middle so that it supports the card. Don't put them near the ribbon. Yeah, see what I mean? Huh, that's a lot of dimensionals. And I'm just going to pick it off. I know I could use my take your pick tool, but I've got nails today, so I'm just going to use my nails. I don't always have nails. Okay. I know this is not a topic I typically talk about, but because Easter was coming up and my nails were kind of growing, because when I went to onstage, I got my nails done with gel polish just to protect it because, gosh, every time I go on a trip, my nails break. You know, just with handling all the luggage, it just breaks. So I wanted to give it some time to grow out some more. So I polished it, had it polished, and it's like the French tip, but with a, not with the white tip, but with purple, you know, because Easter was coming up. And when she was done, I didn't like it. But I spent the money on it, so it's like, you know what? I'm just going to deal with it. It's okay. I'll take it off in a few weeks. I think it's just because I'm not used to it. This is not my style. I'm a plain Jane kind of a girl, but my daughter came back from getting a manicure, and hers was really nice. She used chrome. So I said, let me give it a shot, right? Okay. And this is the finished card. Let me just burnish the back side. And let me pull out the other card. Oops. Where did it go? Oh, here. So I think I meant to do happy birthday. I just oops. I touched something on my computer and it went away. Sorry, give me a second here so I can get it back. There you go. Pretty, right? I just love this collection. Okay. All right. I think I moved my camera because it's a little bit wonky. Okay, hopefully that's better now. There's a delay, so even though I move it, I can't tell right away how it looks like. Okay, so we're done with that card. Now let me show you another card using the new products that I was talking about. So this here, I'm going to do two at once because I'm going to use the positive and the negative of the die. So this is one of the panels that you get with the card, and I just cut it in half. And so I'm going to use both of them. All right, so let me show you the die that I'm going to use. It looks like this, and this is part of a new collection that'll be coming out. And I did put the dies here so that you could see it. So this is called Sunset Coast. It's part of a collection, so there's a whole bunch with it, but I'm just using the dies, and these are the dies that come with it. I love this. So one of my friends from Australia, she presented this at on stage, and she wooed everyone. We were just like, oh, wow, that's so pretty. She was so creative with what she did. So I'm using that. Okay. And I'm going to use this part of the paper that I didn't use before. Okay, I'm going to use my stamping, cut, and emboss machine. Let me get the plates ready here. And what I'm going to try to do, oh, it's a good thing I have washi tape here, is I want the rays to line up. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's not in the camera, right? I'll lift it up. I want the rays to kind of line up with the lines so that it doesn't look so crooked. So I'm going to put it there. Sorry, there's always a lot of shaking when I do this, moving the whole table. Okay, I'm going to take that. And because I want the negative to still be in place, this is what I'm going to do. Let me take this piece out. Oh, it's sticking to this side. Okay. That'll work. It just needs to be able to stick to something to keep it in place. So I'm gonna take press and seal. Gosh, I hate dealing with these things because it never tears properly, in my estimation. But you know what? It's okay. I can deal with it. It'll make the project work. I'm just going to put it back in the box so that it stays put. If I try to tear it on the box, it just doesn't go the way I want it to, so I'm just going to use my scissors. I hope I cut a big enough piece for this. I couldn't do this in advance because, you know, these things here, gosh, they go all over the place. So I'm just going to place it here so that it'll help it to stick. And then I'm going to get my take a pick tool, and I'm going to use this tip, the one that's like a spatula, right? And I'm going to slowly pick it out so that I get the negative. Okay, some of them are lifting out very easily, which is good. This one's not. So I'm going to have to help it out a little bit. I swear, you guys, when I did this earlier, I didn't have a problem. Okay, you know what? Let me just take this piece out so it's not in my way. Oh, I hope I didn't make it move. That one moved a little bit, but I think it's okay. You see how when I'm lifting it up, I'm making sure that those negative pieces go along with it. That's what you want. Oh, except I'm doing this the wrong way, because you know why? When I lift it out, I need to put the glue on this side. I think I'm going to have to do it when I glue it, I'm going to have to piecemeal it. So it was sticking to the wrong plate. It's okay. We can make it work. Okay, I'm going to lift this up, poke this out a little bit so it comes down. There's another way to do it. I wonder if it'll work like this, if I just lift it out the other way. So that should do it. Sorry, this is taking longer than I thought it was going to. But trust me, when I am done, you'll see that the result is worth it. I'm just going to hold that in place. There you go. So this is what we're going to end up putting down in the card. Pretty, right? Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Let me pull out one of the cards. So this card here, I forgot to mention, I was looking at my dies here. I mean, my punches. This is a new punch. This is a rectangular punch with, what's this called? Rounded rectangular punch. I love this punch. This is going to be one of my new favorites. Okay. It's perfect and it's so versatile. Okay. Now, what did I do with my die? There's a piece here that didn't quite come out. So I'm not sure if this is going to make much of a difference. I'll put it on the side where I could see it. And let me go ahead and punch this out. Oops. You cannot, if you want to use the negative along with the positive of this, you cannot use the adhesive sheet, because then it's going to cling to everything, and that's not really what you want. I mean, you could try it, but I was figuring it's going to stick to everything, so it'll probably won't work. Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm going to adhere this down because my fingers are going to get pretty sticky. I'm going to do it the lazy way when I try to adhere that piece to it. So I think I'm going to put this on the left-hand side because this is going to be portrait, so it's going to radiate out this way. And I'm going to do the same thing for this. I'll make them both go on the left-hand side. Okay. All right, we'll do the easy part first. So I'm just going to put glue in this part here that has a lot of glue. Then I'm just going to put glue here. I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to rub it along the edges, because this is the part that is going to needs to be tacked down. I could use a sponge, but I've discovered that sometimes with the sponge, it just uses up more glue than I want to. And, you know, I want to be frugal with my supplies. I don't want to waste it. So to me, that works better. Okay. All right. So we've got this, and we're going to put it down here. Now, if you feel like, sorry, I'm a little bit hot here. If you feel like there's glue that spewed out, like I say, a little bit of glue, just get your adhesive eraser and erase that off. Okay. Okay, so this part's going to be a little bit trickier because it's sticking to the wrong side. So I'm going to have to do this in stages. Okay. So I think, okay. Note to self, make sure it's sticking on the back side, not the front. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel some of these off, just part of it, so I can put the glue. I'm going to make sure that I glue a little bit of all the pieces so that it stays intact. Did I get everything? I think I did. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here. Now really I should put this on that mat, but I don't want to pick it up again because I don't want the pieces to go crazy. Then I'm going to put it down like this. This one wants to do its own thing. And then I'm going to carefully peel the rest out. Okay. Now, as you see, it moved, but it's okay because the structure is basically there, so I could just put it back in. This one moved a little bit, should go down here. Okay. I think you guys get the picture, right? Hi, thanks for catching me live, Sandra. But you know what? I just, this one went on the wrong side, so I'm going to have to do some repairs to make it work. It's still doable, but okay. Now I think I'm going to use my tweezers for this. Another tool to always have handy, your tweezers. There you go. So even though I ended up putting the cling thing on the wrong side, it works out. And then this piece is going to go on that side. That's a little bit too much. I could see it, so I'm just going to wipe it off. You could tell which side goes on the bottom because it has a sharper point. And there's that skinny piece, the really skinny piece. Get some glue on it. And I'm going to put it here. Okay. Now, you know what I thought of? It's like I said I was going to go back and glue this part here, but I realized that I don't need to because I'm going to put a circular saying here. Now, of course, I forgot to get my punches out. Let me grab that real quick and some white paper. And I just have to remember that I'm not going to put dimensionals on this. Okay, this is my 2-inch and my 1 3/4 inch. Okay, so let me punch this out first. I'm going to need 2 of these. You can use any size punch that you want. Oh, you know what I was going to do, but I forgot. I already glued it down. I was going to play around and see if I could cut out the circle from here. Where's my die? I have to try that another time. Okay. And then this one's going to be saying Happy Father's Day. Find my pine. Of course, it would be in the bottom of the stack. This is so easy to open. And then the other one is going to say, happy birthday. And I don't know if this is going to fit. Okay, it will. Happy birthday, Dad. I may have to move it over a little bit. But okay, that works out. Ooh, I'm just getting ink all over the place. Okay. And then let me grab my green. Okay, I don't know what I did with it. So you know what? Let me grab black. That will work. Or I could do white. Never mind, let me do white. No, because white on white's not going to work out. We'll do black. So this one was 1 3/4, so I'm going to make this 2 inches. I love these circle punches. Just makes life so much easier. And remember, because I need help tacking that down, I'm going to have to glue that directly. This one I can put dimensionals on, but this one I can't, because the glue behind here is going to help to keep everything together. So, oh, that worked out. Do I have time to wiggle? So this one's just going to be glue. And you know what? Because this is a masculine card, you don't have to put a lot of stuff in it. So you don't have to put the ribbons and the bows that we typically do with our cards. Because, you know, dads don't really care about stuff like that. Oh, I think this moved. It's okay. It moves slightly. Let me put my dimensionals on this. And this card will be almost ready to go. Okay. I can't burnish it with my bone folder because it fell on the floor. But it's okay. It works out. So there you go. So here with this one die, we use the positive and the negative. But when you guys get this, if you decide to get it, when it comes out in the new catalog, make sure that it sticks to, you put the press and seal to the top of it, not the front, because the bottom is where you want to put your glue. Okay. Okay. That's it for today. Let me change my screen here. Oh, come on. Now my mouse is acting silly. Come on, mouse. Okay, it's not cooperating with me for some reason. I wonder if it's the glue on my fingers that's making it. Nope. Okay, in any case, that's okay. Oh, you know what? Let me go to my other computer real quick. Okay, there you go. So in case you're wondering how I was able to do this, I actually have my laptop mirroring my desktop. It's sharing the screen. So the wonders of technology, right? Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that I have inspired you to take a look at the April paper pumpkin. It's a wonderful way to make masculine cards, but it doesn't just have to be masculine cards. You can use it for other occasions. And I like the whole Lakeside theme going on with it. I hope that you're excited about the new products that are coming out, because I am. I mean, there are just some really great tools that are available. Before I forget, please save the date for May the 2nd. We are going to have our catalog open house. May the 2nd is a Saturday. It's going to be at the Sinahanya Mayor's office, where we typically have it from 2 to 4:30. So save the date for that. More details will be forthcoming. And if you live on Guam, Please stay safe with the impending storm. Let's pray that it doesn't hit Guam too strongly. And if you are thinking about getting paper pumpkin, the deadline is April the 10th, stateside at 11:59 Mountain Time. So you still have time. All right. Thank you so much for watching me, whether it's live on the replay or the replay. I appreciate that. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.